It is crazy how fast time is going. I have under 2 weeks left of training, and then I'm going to Dublin, meeting a friend there. It's gonna stay at her place, and then I'm gonna go to Whitegate where Didi Prema has her farm. I'm really, really looking forward to it. The more time that I spend here, the more that I realize the things that I really enjoy. One of them is compost. I like dead, dying, decaying things. It's so interesting to me to see the stages and to feel it. And I mean, I don't, pick it up, but I'm working with it, and watching the process of life. And yeah, on a more philosophical sense, it helps me remember that, not consciously, maybe unconsciously, but it helps me remember that we just, we're in this human body, and it'll eventually change and decompose, and what else would you have except your mind? You only have your mind. You only have consciousness, really, and everything else changes. So why not spend a lot of your time propagating that message for others so they can also experience it? Because we're a fixed system. One suffering's the suffering of all. So yeah, and I think it's really important that we remember that, and that's a big reason why I wanted to come here initially. I just felt like I was incapacitated. I couldn't really do a whole lot of things that I wanted to do, just because of my emotional state, the ways that my thought loops were, my routine, also working. Yeah, and now I feel, of course, I'm doing so many hours of work here, and that would be like duties, meditation, kirtan, studying. Classes.
Something happens then when a primordial mind faces a threat.
I want that proportion of my life to be great as well when I live in the normal world. So thankfully I'm doing LFT, local full-timer training, for 1 year after, and that's where I will be with Didi Prema. I haven't met her, and we haven't really discussed what I will be doing, but I have some things I'm working on. Obviously, the videos is one thing. I want to spread the message and make sure people know there's options out there for them in the strange times. Yeah, and maybe I can do some public relations for her. I'd like to do some girl volunteer work, so getting some girls together, maybe doing some survival training. That would be really fun. Yeah, and learning as much as I can about agriculture. I really love agriculture practices and working with my hands, being self-sufficient. The first words I ever said were do by self. No, do by self. Because I'm a very independent person. And of course I talk about service. I know that it's really important to work collectively, but just for me, I feel a lot of responsibility in getting the job done. So yeah, this experience has really, really made me see that that's very possible.